afternoon. We're in the beautiful town of Cirencester at the award-winning 17 Black, and we're going to try out their award-winning fish and chips and speak to the owner, Dan, see what they've got going on for this year, 2025. Let's see what one. So we've just finished our food. Everything was absolutely gorgeous. We have the fish and chips, which was the loin part, which was absolutely really big bit of fish, light batter, really seasoned well. And then I had the scampi, which was absolutely gorgeous. And then we had it accompanied with the mushy peas, a curry sauce and tartar, and really good chips. Everything was absolutely perfect. I really recommend. We had the smalls one. I'm absolutely stuffed. So really good price, really good portions, really good food. Definitely recommend coming to 17 Black, Cirencester. Okay, so we're just with the owner, Dan. We're just going to ask him a few questions. So Dan, what got you into this?
Fish and chips. Massively big fan of fish and chips ever since I was a young lad. Parents used to take me abroad to have fish and chips, and we used to do a lot of deep sea fishing, and just had a passion for it, really.
So once you sort of realised fish and chips was your main passion, How did you come to think, right, I'm going to make this into a career?
Yeah, so I've got a business where there was 3 levels. Okay. And one level was a bar and a nightclub, and then we had a small shell where we thought maybe we could put a little restaurant in there, or maybe a takeaway, and that's where I got my opportunity to put the fish and chip spin on things.
So you saw an opportunity, so you already had the space, but it was kind of not being utilised, and you were like, right, I love fish and chips, this is an opportunity. And since obviously doing that, how has it sort of grown?
It's grown really well, actually. So we opened in 2017, and we entered some awards because we thought things were going our way, and we won the best newcomer at the National Fish and Chip Awards in the UK, which was a good morale booster for the team for the hard efforts that they put in there. And since then, been recognised nationally on ITV, won a TV show with Rick Stein, and again with the national awards, again we won Best Restaurant in England, again on the national level. So that was good. So yeah, it's gone well. Really appreciate the custom that we get.
So with that, what sort of stands you apart? What do you think has led to that success? What makes your fish and chips worth coming in?
So we always say not your average chippy, and we have a slogan called fresh is best. So we pride ourselves on getting the finest produce that we can find and source. If it would be sausages from an award-winning butcher, or pies from your award-winning pie maker, or fresh fish that is not necessarily locally sourced because we're landlocked, but we try and use the most primest quality pieces of fish, and then we do it in different ways. So we use a light batter with our fish and chips, so that's very on trend, and we put different spins on things. So we offer quail eggs instead of your typical boiled eggs, pickled eggs, excuse me, and then we've also put a spin on mushy peas. So we do our ham, hock and leek mushy peas. We've got infused salts available that we do in-house, so we've got lemon and thyme salts to go with your food. And then we do loads of things like we brew our own beer to complement fish and chips. So that we try and look at every single avenue that we've got to just sort of elevate that experience on what is like your most like basic meal, which is fish and chips. So we try and bring it up to standard restaurant quality.
That's absolutely fantastic. So obviously, if you want a good fish and chips, this is the place to come to. But you also do other things as well. So what else do you have to offer other than obviously the fish and chips, which sound amazing?
So we take your typical fish and chip menu,
Yeah.
and we elevate it from there. So you go in there, you get your batter sausage and chips, so we do that. Your pies, which we've just discussed about, and then we do lots of crustacean type things like langoustines, lobster, crabs when they're in season, and we do offer like fresh healthy options as well. So each month or each week, depending on what's on season, we'll do like a couple of fresh fish specials. So we might have like pan fried fillets of hake, or a lobster thermidor, or the list is endless really. But we don't stop at being a fish and chip shop. We take it to the next level.
So there's lots of variety and lots of options. And what have you got coming up for sort of, we're just in March now, so for this month and then leading into sort of April going forward?
Yeah, so we've launched a thing called, Seasons Harvest, where we just focus on what's available at certain months and make a big deal out of it. So March is famous for being National Pie Week. So this month we are celebrating all the local award-winning pie makers that have won taste awards and using their local produce. So we use Ben's from Tetbury, Plenty Pies from Nailsworth, Prime Minister Pies from Bristol, and just showcase what we've got locally to us. Next month is Devonshire crab season, so we're doing crab and cod burgers, whole cock crab with like chopped egg, and then we do like crab and prawn cakes.
Nice.
So we just really just get that perfect ingredient and just showcase it.
And make everything around that sort of dish, which sounds absolutely lovely and goes really well with the fish and chips as well. Is there any sort of events or anything that you've got coming up that you'd like to highlight?
No, they're definitely the ones that we've got coming up at the moment. Obviously, we've got Mother's Day coming around the corner at the end of the month. We've got a few tables left for that one. And then Easter weekend is massive for the fish and chip industry. Fish Friday, of course. So we're getting geared up for that. And then these seasonal events that we're just speaking about. So following the crab celebration, we're going to focus on lobster, and then after that, mussels.
Oh, okay, lovely. So really lovely space. Like you said, you are 3 floors, so you've also got this floor, which is the main restaurant, but you also have a club as well.
Yeah.
So what do you offer for the club side as well, just in case when you have your fish and chips and have a boogie?
Exactly, it's what you need, isn't it? Really, have a boogie. We're on 3 floors. So the level that we're in at the moment, later on this evening, would turn into a late night cocktail bar, stroke wine bar, and then we offer karaoke experience.
Nice.
So that's a free for all. Anyone can join in from around 10 o'clock after food service.
Yeah.
And then we have a dance floor at the top. And that's only open on Fridays and special occasions, because mainly on the weekends we use it as a private function room for private parties or private hire for karaoke events as well. Karaoke is back in fashion. I've always said I'll never, ever, ever own a karaoke bar. And now I'm a slave to it. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So if you did want to hire out the space, is it just go to the website?
Yeah, so karaoke, just go onto the website. It's all automated on there, what dates we've got available. And also if you wanted to book a private venue hire, it's also on there as well.
Oh, thank you so much for your time today. So this is 17 Black and the beautiful Cirencester. Do check it out if you want a great fish and chips. Like you said, there's so many options and they really do care about their ingredients. They really try to elevate everything for you. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much.